Conductor John Duncan and chorus member Darwin Caldwell are with me now to talk about their extraordinary trip. John, let me start with you. How did this trip come about, and what did you think when you heard you were heading to North Korea?
Well, it's been a 3-year process, and seeing this come to fruition, and it's as a result of Global Resource Services, that is a humanitarian aid organization that the Georgia Baptist Convention participates with and helps and supports. And part of their program is not only humanitarian aid through food distribution and medical supplies, but they also have education exchange and cultural exchanges. And one of the primary functions of a cultural exchange with DPRK is through their International Music Festival. And so they asked GRS to select a group of the United States to represent the United States there for that festival. And so when the opportunity presented itself, we thought that would be an interesting challenge, and we wanted to be a part of it.
Did you get a little nervous though going to North Korea?
I was always a little bit nervous because, just acquiring the visas can be a real challenge. And it's kind of hard to plan too far in advance.
Now, Darwin, you were in North Korea during a failed attempt by the government to launch a rocket during the new leader's first public speech. Did you know anything like that was going on?
No, Allison, we didn't know anything about the political part that was taking place in North Korea. Our primary objective was just to try to be friendly and do a good job musically, and to be as accepting as possible to the things that take place.
All right, so you were there to sing as a Christian group in a communist country, but were there any kind of restrictions on what you could sing?
Well, we anticipated that there might be some restrictions. However, when it came right down to it, there was outstanding freedom that was allowed us to sing songs from our classical repertoire, musical show tunes, and also songs of faith.
And you were also asked to sing in Korean. I don't know if we heard some of that just before. Let's go ahead and play some of that.
Sure.
That song?
Well, we worked on all our Korean music very diligently. We had Korean translators that would help us select music that would be appropriate. At the same time, help us understand the language, articulate it well, because we didn't want to present something that was less than excellent.
What was the most memorable moment for you?
I think when the response of the congregation, when we sang the Korean number, when we opened up with the first words of it, they applauded and hollered, screamed, and it was difficult to keep a good tone going there, to keep all the emotion from stirring up within us.
Did you get to interact with any of the North Koreans?
Very little. We had some pens, music pens, that we tried to give, and but there was very little reaction. Some would accept it and some would not.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. Very interesting.